Aha. Hello, 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 my friends. If you're just dialing into this weekly broadcast, I'd like to start by inviting you to take pause. We're going to do a brief meditation, what's called the grounding breath, the heart breath, the breath of the heart. So please close your eyes and place your right hand over your heart and your left hand near second chakra over your genitals. Just resting there. And let us begin by taking a deep breath, inhaling in through the nose, filling the lungs to capacity. Take a gentle pause before we begin to exhale, taking twice as long to exhale. Exit via the mouth. Two more times, dropping in even deeper with each breath, taking a nice deep inhale in through the nose, filling the lungs to capacity. Taking a gentle pause before you begin your exhale through the mouth, taking twice as long to exhale as you did on the inhale. One more time, take a nice deep inhale in through the nose, filling the lungs to capacity. Take a gentle pause before we begin our exhale, taking twice as long to exhale as you did to inhale. Well, welcome, everyone. Welcome to my broadcast, Transformation Tuesday. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Shiva J. I also known as the heart-centered being, also sometimes called JJ. And it just brings me so much joy, so much pleasure to create these spaces for transformation, for connection, for learning, for growth. I'm based in San Diego for anyone who doesn't know me. I have an amazing 2,000 square foot loft apartment near Old Town that we affectionately refer to as the Kundalini Castle, also known as the Tantra Loft, also known as the House of Transformation. And it's a place where I host many workshops and events. And yeah, today I've put together a PowerPoint presentation that I'll show you in just a few minutes. Just a quick, I think it's 9, maybe 10 slides. Just a little bit of Vedic wisdom, a little bit of knowledge or understanding about the system of astrology and connection that is very foreign to most Westerners. So before I dive into that, let me just tell you a little bit more about who I am. I I will say that I am a tantra teacher. I am a healer, community builder. I'm a somatic therapist. I work with individuals and couples in the areas of dating and relationships, intimacy and connection. And I'll also just share vulnerably that I wasn't always the person that you get to meet these days. There was a time where I really struggled with connection. I struggled with intimacy. I struggled with being present. I struggled with much of life. And so then on my journey, which has been quite the journey, I found this path and decided this was it. This is the path that I need to be on. And it's completely transformed my life. And now I help others transform their lives. So if you're here today, whatever reason that may be, you found us. The universe brought you here, and there's probably a reason for that. So let's dive in. Um, we've got a little PowerPoint here. It is, there it is. And we'll start here at the beginning. This is a PowerPoint that doesn't want to seem to go full view. I think that's it. There we go. And today's topic is just reclaiming your heart's wisdom. And I found these pictures of puppies. I don't know what breed of dog that is. I just thought they were very cute. Who can't love puppies? I don't own any dogs, but if I did own a dog, that looks like a dog that I would definitely cuddle with. So we're going to talk about the heart's wisdom. As we step into the month of July, I'm reminded that the true strength doesn't always come from fire or force. It comes from softness, vulnerability, and the courage to open our hearts. This month in my men's work, we happen to be exploring the wild man archetype. But before we leap into primal experiences, we must first listen to the pulse within, the untamed heart. It's not chaotic, it's alive. And when we can meet it with reverence, it becomes a guiding light, not just a loud drumbeat. At the core of our personal growth and transformation lies the wisdom of the heart, the profound inner guidance system often overlooked in our fast-paced world. I believe that it holds the key to unlocking our deepest potential. And by cultivating a deep connection with the heart's intuition, we can tap into a wellspring of resilience, compassion, and self understanding that fuels our journey of self discovery. I'm going to skip back one time for a second here. Um, in Vedic astrology, the moon represents the heart, the mind, its feeling, reflective nature. And this week, as lunar energy stirs emotional currents, I find myself drawn inward. And I've spent so much of my life chasing strength in all the wrong places, achievements, control, even stoicism. But what Tantra has shown me, what the sacred path continues to teach me, is that my true power lives in my capacity to feel deeply, to love courageously, and still remain open, even when you've been hurt. And opening the heart isn't easy. In fact, it's some of the bravest work we can do, but it's also the work that changes everything. So I created this kind of thing here to explain the elements of the lunar influence, the emotional insights, the heart chakra, and the karmic stories. In Vedic astrology, the moon represents the heart, the mind, and its feeling reflective nature. The lunar energy stirs emotional currents, guiding us inward. And by understanding the placement and influence of the moon, as well as other planets in our birth charts, we can gain valuable insights into our emotional body and tendencies. And the heart chakra is the gateway between the earthy and the divine, where we can carry grief, longing, compassion, and joy. Tuning into this center can help us live from love instead of fear. And in Vedic astrology, can shed light on the karmic stories we're carrying in our emotional heart space, providing opportunities for healing and transformation. I found this quote. I actually don't know who it is. I don't think it was attributed to any one person. It seemed like it was anonymous. I just felt it was quite beautiful. Opening the heart isn't easy. In fact, it's some of the bravest work we can do, but it's also the work that changes everything. So I've got a little exercise for you to try today. This is a way to integrate exactly what I'm talking about. So the invitation is to first just close your eyes and place your hands on your heart, both hands, as a matter of fact. You remember doing the Pledge of Allegiance when you were little and you placed your right hand over your heart. We'll go ahead and place the right hand over your heart, your left hand over top of that. And remember that the heart is just slightly to the left. It's not actually the center. Heart chakra is the center, but the heart is actually on the left. And now with your hands there and your eyes closed, I want you to ask your heart, what do you need from me? We're asking our heart what it needs in this moment to listen inwardly with compassion. This is not the thinking brain. This is not the cerebral part of us, but the feeling brain. What do you need from me? It's the question you're asking your heart. And with this very simple exercise, we are cultivating self-compassion. We're taking a moment to emphasize the importance of meeting the heart's needs with kindness, understanding, and self-acceptance. And in the next few moments, I invite you to allow a vision in your mind's eye to come into focus and consider what will your life be like if you allowed your heart's wisdom to guide you through every major decision, through every major action. What would your life be like? Because when we reconnect to the needs of the heart, we allow our heart to lead the way, we can unlock the radiance and the power that lies within. And this is the transformative journey of reclaiming the heart's wisdom. Let's take 3 deep breaths together, holding this pose. Take a nice deep inhale. Nice deep inhale. Nice deep inhale. Thanks, guys, for doing that. I got a couple of quick announcements to close out this week's Transformation Tuesday. If you would like to do more heart opening, we have a full moon ceremony and a new moon ceremony. They're both on a Thursday this month, July 10th and July 25th. Well, what do we do in these ceremonies? We do a little meditation, we do a little breath work, we do some movement exercises, we do some connection exercises, authentic relating with the others that are present. We do a little journaling and shadow work, self-discovery work, a little bit of edge work. And it's a very ceremonious way to help you come home to your heart, to open the heart. And we do it as community. And when we do these events as community, the brilliant part of this, the beauty of this is that we become mirrors and reflectors for each other. And by being mirrors and reflectors for each other, we speed up the process of growth, of enlightenment, dare I say. And that's the tantric way. So many people believe, oh, I do tantra by myself, or I only do tantra with my lover. No, no, we do tantra in community. That is the secret to tantra. It is not a solo path. It is something that we do together. So every month we gather for the full moon and the new moon, and we use the wisdom of the Vedic system to help guide us. Perhaps you'll find yourself at one of our ceremonies coming up. You can go to my website, theheartcenteredbeing.com. There's a calendar there as well as ticket links. The calendar link is through Google, so you can also sync it to your own calendar and pay attention to everything that we have going on in the community there. So I found this photo, Heart Radiance. I think that it's a retreat. I don't know what it is. I just like the picture. It's got the sun, the mountains, the trees, and just looks just very serene. It has not really nothing to do with this PowerPoint. I just like the photo. So I do have a call for you. And it's really simple. The time has come to open your heart and let your inner radiance shine. You're invited to embrace the courage to feel deeply, for it is in the softness of vulnerability that we discover our true power. We invite you to step into the light of your heart's wisdom and feel it guide you towards a life of purpose, connection, and fulfillment. I found this quote. I find it intriguing that I am so inspired sometimes by biblical quotes. I am not religious in any way, but I do like some of the passages. I feel like there's important messages in the Bible, even if you're not religious. There's a few in there that I definitely will do without. So I admit I do cherry pick. When wisdom enters your heart and knowledge is pleasant to your soul, discretion will preserve you, and understanding will keep you. I uh, I found that image also online, and I just felt it was perfect for today. Ah, religion isn't all bad. There are certain aspects of it I think are valuable. And just as a final reminder, as we get ready to step away, the radiance within, reclaiming your heart's wisdom, the importance of reconnecting with the heart's wisdom and embracing the transformative power of our emotional intelligence is paramount to becoming a more compassionate being. Because by cultivating vulnerability and nurturing our inner radiance, we can unlock our true potential and live a life of purpose and fulfillment. I have a few additional heart-centered events that will provide a tangible opportunity to deepen this practice and reclaim the radiance within. Here's a few. These are in person and or virtual. First of all, the Sacred Kings meets. Oh, I'm sorry. Tonight is Tuesday. This Monday, this is Tuesday. It starts tonight. Our next cohort starts tonight at 6 p.m. And while it's only a few short hours away, you are invited to drop in tonight and see if the Sacred Kings is for you. I'll put a link in the bottom here, and you will be able to just join tonight. On Thursday, we have another online event, 5 tools to transform your life and relationships. I'm noticing that there's a spelling error that should say life. My apologies. On Friday, if you're not doing anything, this is for the men only in the community. We have a workshop for men, the Wild Men Workshop. We have a potluck from 6 to 7:30, and then we have our group from 7:30 to 11. And where I live, the Kundalini Castle faces the direction of 3, 4, 5 different fireworks shows. So we will take a break at 9 to watch the fireworks show and then finish up our meeting. We usually take a break right at 9 anyway. Saturday night is for everyone. This is a tradition here in San Diego. The Sacred Snuggle Lab is probably one of my most favorite events. It's an opportunity to just bring together people in a heart-centered way to experience conscious touch, platonic touch, and get those needs met. And then Sunday, Connection Games is something I do every month. It's just another heart-centered way to bring people together to make new friends. Avoid the shallowness of the screaming over music at a nightclub and just drop into genuine connection. And finally, Monday starts the Compassion Project. If you've been following me for any amount of time, you know about it. The Compassion Project is my flagship 10-week coaching program. And if you want more information about that, just visit thecompassionproject.net. I do have some scholarships available for the Compassion Project. If you check it out and you are in need of one of the scholarships, they are partial scholarships, not full scholarships. If you're in need, please do reach out. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Um, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Hope that this broadcast brought you some peace, perhaps some joy. Thank you